Hello and welcome to my Ever Messy Art Studio. My name is Keeks and today we're going to play a little bit in our sketchbooks. So I actually started swatching in this one. I've only got one swatch in here. I do actually have a swatch journal and I even saw that swatch journal the other day, but I set it somewhere and I don't know where I put it. So I really wanted to swatch these and I decided that I was going to do it in here. And I have two sets. I've got this one, it's Artistro. These are watercolors. They're the kind of shiny ones. So I've got this set, which is what I did this with. And then I've also got a second set. It looks like this. Let's see if I can get the boxes open. I love the boxes. They look like they're kind of like an Art Deco. But I've got this second box, if I can. Well, this is embarrassing. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And I wanted to do the same thing with it because since I don't know where my swatch book is and I really want to play with these, why not? So it does come with two swatches, two swatch sheets, which is really nice. And this one comes with shine brown yellow, metallic gold, metallic deep yellow, shine raw gold, and metallic brilliant yellow, and multicolor gold. So what I did here is I had metallic gold, shine brown red, shine raw gold, metallic hooker's green, shine wine red, and shine silver. And then I painted in these little circles. These are pebbles, which was by, there was a watercolor book that we all use. It's about abstract watercolor, and you know, in it the lady always likes to make little pebbles by putting her colors to where they're going to stick together and kind of bleed into each other. So I did a little bit of that, but the difference is it was a white background and then I painted black around it. This time I know better, so I'm going to actually do it the opposite way, and I'm going to paint this all the way black and then worry about that. And then just like how these two are, I'm going to glue them in on the page. And I just think that the black's going to show up better because with this white, I got lucky because some of these golds did show up, but they don't look as good on white as they do on black. So that is what I am going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this page black so it has time to dry. And I'm just gonna get us some black paint here. This is just Rich Art Archaeology Premium Acrylic Paint from the dollar store. Oops. And we're just gonna start painting the page black. Not really a rhyme or reason here, just wanting to get it to where it's all black. Blacking out the page. I like blacking out pages, especially with these glittery paints, because the pigments on them show up so much different on black than they do with white. And it just looks so yummy and good. So I need more black, so I'm going to do a little daub over here. I am putting too much on purpose, just so I can have more to swoosh around the page. If you want to, you can put a cookie sheet under it so that you don't get misfires. But I'm not all that worried. I don't mind a bit of crunch in my journals. Gives them a little bit of life, I think. There we go. The corners of the pages might stick together, but as long as that paint dries, it's going to be fine. I think this will also kind of create a barrier with the paper to where the watercolor won't soak into the paper as much. So we should hopefully see more bleed throughs. And I was thinking instead of circles, maybe I would do triangles, because that sounds kind of fun. I got the idea kind of from Fortnite because they've been playing around with the storm in the game, and instead of it being in a circle, they've been doing different shapes like triangles and stuff. So I thought that would be fun. Alrighty, and then I'm just gonna wash my brush and I'll be right back. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue down these swatch sheets, and I like how I did it with white on top and the black on the bottom. Or we could even flip it, maybe do it the opposite way. But I feel like that would really annoy me if they were two opposite ways. I wanna keep it the same. So we're gonna go with that. Close that paint before it goes bad. So I just usually use Elmer's glue. I've been using it since I was in school. I've never had a problem with it. So it's something that I would consider almost like an Old Faithful. Now your sketchbook is used to being closed, so it's going to be open now. So what you're going to have to do is kind of push it down and just kind of hold it for a moment. Oops, I got some glue on my fingers. It's okay, I've got little paper towels over here. Okay. So I think that's okay for right now. So let's go ahead and get this other one in here. So we've got this one. Now, I don't think the glittery watercolor will hurt your regular watercolor brushes. However, I'm going to be on the safe side and I'm just going to use my Ohuhu water brush instead. I think that would be better so that if the glitter like stays in the brush, it's not in a brush I'm using all the time. Or, you know, if you have any cheap throwaway brushes, you could always do that too. But whenever I did the one yesterday, I did just use a regular water brush and it seemed like it worked fine. And whenever I'm saying a water brush, I'm just saying like one of these. This one's been used, well, it's got a lot of love, so it doesn't really have that shape anymore. Okay. So now we've got our actual watercolors here. I'm just gonna move some of this stuff up a little bit so we can see a little bit better. And I'm gonna start with this Shine Brown Yellow. And I will say one thing I noticed immediately upon using this is it's really easy to mix the colors. Sometimes whenever you put water in something that's glittery, it doesn't really behave correctly in that it takes forever to get mixed. So this is pretty water soluble. There we go. If I wanted to add some more in there, I can just add like deeper dots. Some people, they might do a dark part on here and then make it go lighter as they go. Totally up to you how you want to do it. Oh yeah, see, look at how that looks on that black. It just stands out. Yep, we're making the right decision here. It looks good. Looks very good. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that looks. And what we might do is, let's see how dry this is. That's not quite dry yet. I was gonna say we could go ahead and start marking it as we go. So what I do is I take paper towels, and this towel's a little bit crunchy because this is the one that I used yesterday. But then I just kind of wipe it in there, add some liquid to it, and just kind of wipe it off. That's how it came off. Plus later I can use this as a collage because this is just a paper towel. So anything that gets on it, you know, I can just pretend like it's a decoupage napkin, which is pretty cool. I think this even comes apart, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like it should on the corners. But whether I do or not, who knows. But you know, these shiny bits can make very beautiful art. So I highly recommend, if you're using paper towels the way I do, keep them. Uh-oh, I got black all over my paint pen. I got it on my hand now. It's all right. I'm gonna put this kind of close to the camera so you can see But look at how gooey and yummy that is. This is supposed to be kind of like a Gansai Tambi, but this is the Artistro brand, not the Kuretake. There we go. So this is metallic gold. That's beautiful. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, and then I'm gonna wipe it off here. It's a little sticky when you go to wipe it off, I'll note. Yeah. Then we've got deep metallic yellow. So I'm just swooshing it up, making sure I get a generous amount here. It's pretty yellow, kind of canary colored. Look at that, you can see almost red tones in it, or at least I can. It's like a pinkish red tone. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but it's quite interesting. Okay, then we have Shine Raw Gold, which that one I believe we had in this other one too. Shine Raw Gold, yeah, so I guess both of them have that color in it. I got these on Amazon. I don't think they're terribly expensive, maybe like $12.99 or something a piece. If I think about it, I'll try to link it below. I usually do try to do that whenever I try out new art supplies. There we go. It's a very pretty gold. Fantastic. Okay, then we've got metallic brilliant yellow. Doesn't take much water at all to activate that. Okay, let's do this one in the middle, give it some more color. And then lastly, we've got multicolor gold, which I'm a little curious about. It kind of looks pearlescent in a way. I see the gold, but I also see a lot of white tones. I'm not really sure what's multicolor about it though. That's interesting. That's really difficult to see on the white. Trusted my instincts here then. Yeah, see, it's just kind of a pearlescent gold. I'm not seeing multiple colors in it necessarily. I just really see that pearlescent bit in there. Okay. So now see, I've got this really pretty towel, and when it dries, it's gonna look great. It's just gonna show all these different colors and stuff on here, and it looks watery right now, but when it dries, it's gonna look like this. So, oh, I had it on the wrong side even. But yeah, so this will be great. Okay, So now that's mostly dry. I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun real quick, see what we can do with that. There we go, now that's dry. Okay, so I was thinking big triangles. I think I'm going to use this metallic multicolor gold first. And just do one big line here. I don't know why, this idea just sounded really cool. Try to keep my hand steady. Yep. Something sort of like that. It's pretty. And then maybe we can use, maybe we can do like some fragmented triangles there. So let's see about that. Let's go with, let's do one of them that's pretty coppery color. I'm gonna come in. That looks good. And then let's do an overlapping one. That looks cool. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse that. And then let's do this vibrant yellow next. Let's do a little skinny triangle. There on the edge, like that. Maybe. Something like that. And I'm gonna need to get more water, 1 second. So we've got that there now. And then let's do this next gold color. We're gonna do boy, that almost has like a red to it there, doesn't it? Something like that. And then a little bit of overlap there. This guy, who's the last? with this one, there's really no room to put one above there. So I'm just gonna get kind of weird with it. Like that. Okay. So that kind of looks like fun. But I want to do some like patterns or something. So let's wipe this off. That way we can get all the gold out of it. And here's this again. So I'm just gonna set that somewhere to dry. And I got most of the gold out of this. Okay. So then what we're gonna do is let's try taking a white gel pen and we're gonna have some fun. So I see right here this little space. I think that'd be a good space for some zigzags. Looks good, and we should put it somewhere else too so that that theme comes back to us. Let's do it in this one. Uh-oh. Gel pen's not wanting to cooperate. There we go. That's a little bit better. Hate it when that happens. Never fear. If it's not gonna work right, we have a second option. And that is to go over it in white paint. Like that. Yeah, you can see that a lot better now. Something like that. Maybe we can do polka dots here. And let's do some polka dots over here too. Just some little bits of mark making. Looks good. And then we could do swirls inside the big one. Now some of this is not quite dry, so I'm gonna be really careful with how I move. That looks good. And then maybe some stripes. Some stripes might look cool here. Oh yeah, that looked good. How about some right here too? This is just an Artix white paint marker. You could do this with Posca, you could do it with white gel pen, whatever you want, really. Okay. I think I'm gonna add some more polka dots up here. Maybe some more zigzag. Oh, little piece of paper there. Some little stars. Let's do another zigzag. I will do stars in this one too, so that it ties it together. Anytime you make a mistake, like for example, I wasn't very sure about these stars, just do it a second time somewhere else, or maybe even a third time. It'll look like it's meant to be. Make the mistake part of the art. Okay, I think that looks really good. So then I'm just gonna sign it at the end. And today's date. And to those of you celebrating holidays, whether it be Christmas, Yuletide, Hanukkah, any of them out there, Kwanzaa, I hope you have a happy holiday, and I hope that you're with your families and that everybody's living with love, peace, and safety. Thank you guys for watching me. I appreciate it. See you next time. Bye.